Hello, hello. How you doing?
It's been a long time.
Long time. Welcome to season 2 of our podcast.
Season 2.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's recap the first season, just in terms of we had a lot of different topics.
Lord, you just blindsided me.
Yeah. Cha-ching.
Let's recap the first
Well,
season.
we can just talk about what we thought about the first season. You know what I'm saying? What did you think about the first season? How do you think it went for our first season?
How do I think it went?
Yeah.
Shoot. It went good. It went great even, if you will.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It was funny trying to get the flow and figure out our personalities. And the one thing that we realize is that as long as we're ourselves, I can't be you, you can't be me. Just be who we are and just flow like we normally flow. It went well. A lot of great topics as we're trying to discover how we can do this. And so thank you for all your feedback, podcast world, and your support, and just really some good stuff. So thank you so much.
Yeah, well, and I mean, I think it's funny. I learned working with someone and chilling with someone are two totally separate things.
Really?
Yes.
In what way?
Like working together.
Uh-huh.
Like there's times I know I got on your nerves. Like,
Okay.
look, you're so nice. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to say that. As your eyes say, true.
I didn't, my eyes didn't say true. I just said, okay.
But like trying to figure out how to communicate, especially in a forum like this, when we're trying to plan, but then you've got a life, I have a life.
Right.
Trying to plan when we're going to do it and the topic that we're going to do, and then to make sure that it represents us both properly, because then you listen to something and then it's like, that sounded weird.
Right.
Like
Correct.
that thing, because I know what I meant, but then when I listen at it, I don't feel like it came across like me knowing what I meant. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Irritating. And like editing, I hate. That's what we don't.
Right. Well, I think we're just, what makes us us is being authentic. And, so grammatically we may spell something wrong or speak incorrectly or whatever. It's more so, this is who you are, and this is who we are, and this is who we get. So the more we went through it, and the ups and the downs of trying to figure it out, the more we just kind of locked in. And I thought, let's just be who we are.
Right.
And that has worked. That has, based upon the podcast community and those who listen to us, that has worked. So we've, decided to stay on this path. Even though this year we're going to have guests, special guests, and there are things we're going to do differently. We're going to still have our table talk, but then we're also going to invite guests to come in and for different topics, reach a broader audience. Who can we also inspire more? Because you hear us, but we want you to hear a third party and sometimes a fourth party. And just how can we best serve our the podcast community so it's fun, just to be who we are and make it more us.
You're so nice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So and thank you for pushing the podcast, because, I've never seen myself as a podcaster, but I guess I am now, so that's,
you know what's funny?
That's growth from season 1.
Jeffrey, season 2, episode 1. And you're like, I guess I am one. Is it taking you this long to
Absolutely.
Like, to admit it?
Oh, absolutely. It's taking this long. Yeah.
I know it has. I think that's funny though. I think it was a good year, but it was hard.
Yeah. A hard year.
It was hard.
And what was hard for you, I should say?
There's things that I feel like I struggle with perfectionism, as we've discussed, like in previous episodes. But it's like, well, everybody else is using like, a blue mic, so I need a blue mic, and we need to edit it this way because everybody else is editing it this way. But then when I edit it, it sounds awful because I literally, it's almost like using a filter for a photo.
Yeah, and I get that, but you have to be. I didn't struggle with that, and I guess I don't. So you and I have different battles when it comes to that stuff right here. I've never struggled with the perfectionism of that, if that makes sense to you. My thing was, when you said the blue mic, my go-to is be careful that we don't lose our authenticity. authenticity through it. You know what I'm saying? We can cut and paste, and add to the point that we lose who we are, and then try to become something that we're not in striving for perfection. Well, really, we just need to learn how to be the best version of ourselves and let that speak. So that's what my head was.
Yeah, mine wasn't there.
So, I know. Listen, I know I was there. So, in other words, trying to always balance it.
Yeah,
It's a relax. It's gonna be cool. Yeah.
And then to figure out like what's the proper thing to do on social media, what's not the proper thing to do on social media. Like, our fans have said it. The emails have said it. They want to see you dancing on TikTok.
Right, I got to grow on that because me on TikTok. Yeah.
I've baptized him some in the past month, and thank you for giving us a month off.
Oh yes,
we needed it.
And
I would like to say we're not going to do it again. We are,
and no, we have to.
We're going to do it probably in May. It's probably going to be we'll end our season in May, start it in June, so that we can recharge, revitalize ourselves, and get excited about doing this again. Not that we wasn't. It was. There was times that it was becoming chorey,
right?
Because we had so much in life going on.
We had so much in life, yeah.
And so that's the thing that we've had to learn too is how to. See, that's what people would edit out, and I'm just going to leave it.
Right.
Is how to organize our work life, school life, personal life, kid life, church life,
whatever life,
girlfriend life.
Right.
Because my girlfriend get mad if they don't have lives.
The thing about it is, and this is true, but it's also with all of that organization, you don't want to take away the spontaneity of sometimes we could do a podcast, we can be in a different city and say, you know what, hit record. And it's something about that makes it worse. Well, I mean, work. I say work. We're not going to edit it.
We're not going to edit it.
And so in being organized, we cannot take away the spontaneity. Be organized, but also leave room for change.
Right. And I mean, I think that the interview format is going to be fun for a change, but I think it's going to be intermittent for a season. Yeah. And who knows, we might try something new after that.
I would love, and you tell us podcast world, I would love for us to go live. I would love for us to be visible, where we go somewhere and we have people and we literally do a live podcast.
You mean like a live show?
A live show.
You said go live. I was like Facebook?
A live show. I would love that. Well, because I love interacting with people in real time.
Yeah.
What are those questions? And I think that'll also be neat. Something different. So I want to tinker with that. So you will.
Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't seen it. I've heard it. To make it more accurate. That there's a couple podcasters that I follow that do that. But they also do Facebook Live and Instagram Live. They'll do question and answer sessions, and one has a trivia, which I will totally watch. I'm not one of those people who will ask.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we're out there to grow this and to help people and be entertaining and make you laugh.
Yeah.
Or make you cry. Or make you think. Or but, we've said it from day one. If it affects one person, all of it's worth it.
Right.
And so that's the thing that we keep thinking, and so you keep plugging away. So I hope y'all understand that this is a labor of love. We ain't getting paid.
Absolutely.
We spending our time doing this for, what is it that you say something about something, love and something?
I have no idea.
Peace, love, and...
I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyway, when I remember it, I'll say it. But love of the game, for lack of a better word. And to be a positive spot.
Right.
You're a perfect example. Podcasts are not, they're more mainstream than what they used to be, yeah. But it's a certain type of people that listen to it.
Right.
And not everybody does. And you knew what they were. You just didn't go to the app on your phone and you wasn't an avid podcast listener.
No.
Like me.
Right.
Where I have 1,900 that I'm subscribed. Not 1,900. I do have 40 though. that I'm subscribed to.
Right.
But it's a different niche. So, yeah, I think we're doing a fantastic job.
And so, yeah, and we're growing, so we're improving, and so it's just to give to our audience, and then so you have any questions or anything or any topics you really want us to talk about, email us. Let us know any topics that you want us to handle.
info@redandgreen.com.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not the end of the podcast. I would just say that.
No, I mean, but I was just
I was telling them that.
Oh. I'm like, I'm just saying it right now, just so we don't forget.
Yeah.
So we haven't done this for a while.
Yeah, let's go. Knock it out.
What you been doing?
What you mean? What I've been doing? Sitting here at this table doing this podcast in person.
Not this.
No.
What you been doing since May?
Oh my goodness! Since May, it's been an incredibly busy month on my job. My collegiate job. We finished off the year with the Orlando Philharmonic Orchestra doing piece called Carmina Burana, which was just, I was so proud of the kids. They did such a wonderful job. Conductor Eric Jacobson, orchestral conductor, and the UCF Universal Singers and Chamber Choir, we combined and we did Carmina. And I was very proud of it. I sat in the audience and I cheered on like I was, just crazy. And then Orlando Choral Society, we had our final concert of the season, my community group, and was so excited about that. And we made it through the year and coming out of COVID and all that kind of good stuff. And to see just the happiness in those singers' eyes and in the audience, it was food. It was just food to my soul. It was just some beautiful things. And then from there, catch me up. Maine All-State. Then I traveled to Maine to conduct the Maine All-State Choir.
I totally forgot that.
It was. Those students are just absolutely beautiful, and the teachers worked so hard, and those kids worked hard. So it was an incredible musical experience. That's in May. Then had to go over to Lakeland to I think, I don't want to say it's Polk County. I'm getting the county wrong. It's Polk County, and did a session with the music teachers over there. And those teachers were wonderful. Asked a lot of questions. We shared a lot of information. With those information, the things of that nature, I always learn a whole lot, and try to improve my craft. And what way can you give back to your teachers, to their teachers, I should say. Then from there, had a great chance to go visit my dear friends in California.
That's such a good story.
So it was neat. It was, give a shout out Jeffrey Benson and from San Jose, and then there's it was then Charlie Toomer, my brother Charlie Toomer, who couldn't make it at that time, but he was there. And then it was, he wasn't there, but we FaceTime. And then Troy Robertson out of Texas was just absolutely wonderful. We had a chance to connect and visit California. So we walked the beaches and we laughed and just had great conversation and just kind of caught up with each other's lives. And we do this every few years. For the first time we did was 11 years ago. It was a group of guys who we graduated with our PhDs from Florida State. And we just decided to not only be good colleagues, but great friends. And so I'm so proud of my brothers and what they've accomplished in their professional and personal lives. We're just growing. And, it was neat just to be together and not really have a worry. It was very therapeutic. And I strongly suggest if you have friends like that, just kind of get away for a day or so if you can afford, if you can afford to do that. And afford doesn't mean necessarily financially all the time. Just do you have the time to do it? And sometimes you got to make the time to do it. So I was very, very good. And then one of the highlights of my professional career in my professional life, I would say, is I had a chance to conduct the Disney's Harmonious Live. So I was proud to be in that number, and it's on Disney Plus. Just to be there with those actors, with those singers, with the orchestra, with the producers, with all that stuff, and it was a dream to come true. And you got to understand that I was that kid that grew up in Orlando that the first time, because I was poor, I went to Disney on a field trip through Salvation Army. Salvation Army supported inner city poor black kids. I was that inner city poor black kid that was on a bus, and I want to get a picture of it because I want to do a post about it. That basically, they sent us on a free field trip, and they took us to Disney World. So I go from there to then the wonderful things at Candlelight Disney, and then can be on a production of Harmonious Live at Epcot Center. That's just a blessing, and it's a testament to people believing in you, you working hard, and what you've given back, and continue just to serve. And I know I use the word serve a lot, but the community, and just give. And you never know who will see you and say, hey, we want that. You know what I'm saying? And you realize once you are selected to do anything, it's not about you. It's so much larger than that, It's more so about what's in you that you can give away to others that can inspire the next generation. So from that poor kid that's doing that to now is incredible. And then Kristen and I had a chance to go to New York and go to the Florida Theatrical Association, and again meet wonderful people, and then see shows. So we'll meet and all these people that are just beautiful souls. And that's from the Florida Theatrical Association, which I'm on that board. And how can we support theater around the country? How can we support theater in Atlanta and around the country? And what do we do? And then to go see different shows and to walk around New York, and just it's been a beautiful 2 months, I would say. And I'm sure I forgot some things, and I hope she'll fill in the blank. So what have you done, Christy?
I graduated from college.
Yes, Queen.
I did that.
And I was so proud of you. And just to see you walk across that stage, I teared up because you guys have heard, and I'm sorry for interrupting, you have heard her story. And if you haven't heard her story, go back to season 1 and it's all in there.
And download it all.
Listen, every day is a different story. So you've heard a story, but for her to come and do that and graduate, yeah, it choked me up. I was so proud of you. So go back.
Thanks. I was so proud of me too.
I was so proud of you.
And for everyone who listened in season 1, I will never have to take a math class again. Thank you.
Yep.
So that in and of itself is worth celebrating.
For real.
Because you don't hate math to the extent I do.
You don't know that.
No, you didn't cry. You were able to help me.
I didn't cry because I had to take it.
But you helped me. Yeah. You actually could understand it.
2 times 2 is 4, period, done.
No. He's being, what's the word?
I don't know.
Humble. Don't be humble now. Not over math. You should brag on that.
No, I'm not good at math, but go ahead.
You were better than me.
Wow.
Okay. I got some help. Look at us being so nice. You help me in math more, honestly. But, so that's good. I don't have to do that anymore.
Good.
I became obsessed with the Johnny Depp trial.
We kind of
talked about that. But I still am. And we've got some episodes on that we'll release on Patreon or something else at some other date, so you can understand. But in that, I then realized so what you don't know, when I started school back in the day of 1,434 years ago, Not really. But I wanted to be a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a class, and the criminal justice professor said, could you defend O.J. Simpson, knowing what you know? And this is like 1996, 97, something like that. My answer was no. He said, if no, then you cannot be an attorney. Now I realize, yes, I can.
Right.
So I'm going to grad school, guys. Or I said I'd never go back to school. Start in 2 months.
That's right. Back in grad school.
So here we go. Because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Majoring in what, though?
Well, I'm getting my master's degree, but it is in a business track. So it's in nonprofit.
Gotcha.
But I can go into law school. So it's a track that will feed into it. Totally excited.
You can do it.
I know. I don't have to take math.
And can't we wait to do some podcast where we talk about lawyer cases?
Listen. Yeah. How much do you know about law from me in the past?
True crime.
That's my life.
That's your life.
I love it. How much do you know about, you know everything.
No, I don't. About what?
The Johnny Depp trial.
Because of you?
I know.
Because I'm like, I don't care. But you're like, let me tell you. Oh,
how many videos did I make you watch?
I don't know. I was rolling my eyes. A bunch of them.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But you know what? High five. You watched them. Thank you. Yeah. I was really passionate about it.
I said, I don't know.
Just like some of the, no, what is hearsay? No, well, you can't say. If you're an attorney, I'm going to need you.
Yeah. You listen. You already an attorney.
Listen, David and Nancy. They're going to be like,
you already, if you're going to come at you better make sure that
you come correct. I have receipts.
Because this girl is a walking receipt. Can I tell you? Oh, really? Actually, you said this. Mm-hmm. She is a walking receipt. And
here it is, and this is the day that you said it, and this is the time.
And this is what she was really doing. So, if you want to bother, okay.
And
let me get my popcorn.
And you can pull text messages.
Yes.
People think all the time, oh, I deleted it. It can't be pulled.
I mean,
it literally takes 3 phone calls of angry, and you can get your text messages.
And you've done it. That's okay.
It's not hard. People, come on.
So,
anyway.
So you can make a good lawyer. I mean, you are the one. So honestly, I just sit back and just laugh and say, "Here we go."
I'm so excited about it. Mm-hmm. Then I saw Carmina Burana.
Yep.
I saw your show, and I did not know what it was.
Right.
I thought it was. I had seen an opera. They know this. What was the opera I saw?
I don't know. I forgot about that. Yeah.
No, that was before the time was up. But I had seen that opera, Rigoletto. That's what it is. And I did not know what Rigoletto was, but then there was a song that I knew.
Shout out to Opera Orlando. Rigoletto, it was wonderful.
We already did that one.
Yeah, we did. Back up.
That was in April.
Okay.
We already talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about
I'm just saying, I knew the song.
Right.
In Rigoletto.
Shout out.
So Carmina Burana, I didn't know what that was. But then there was a song that I knew. I was going to sing it for you, and I just forgot. Like the tune. What's the song that everybody knows?
I forgot, and that was heavenly.
Oh, yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Boom.
That one.
Yeah, and what did your friend say? No, man.
Listen, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That was a good song.
I said,
I knew what it was. High five.
High five.
So I did that. If y'all hear heavy breathing, it's the dog. He has decided that he wants to play with his tail, and he's under the table. Yeah. So I did that. You went to Maine. I worked. I
mean, that's pretty much how I went. Yeah.
And I worked, and then I worked some more. Yeah, I worked. And then you did Harmonious Live. Mm-hmm. No, wait. Me and Jacoby had a staycation, and we went to the Waldorf for a day. Mm-hmm. And we laid out at the pool, although it did rain and he got sad.
Right.
But then it ended up not raining. But part of his day was lost to the rain. So we walked around the Waldorf, and then we got food and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I made a friend at the pool.
Right.
And her name was Michelle. And my best friend's name was Michelle, but she was from England. Mm-hmm. And it was funny. And there was people, and we had a good time. Look, you already know the story, and I feel like I'm retelling the story.
Yeah, I mean,
But it was funny. So, we had Jacoby swimming up, and he was, eavesdropping on the hot tub. to see what they were talking about.
Ease on the people in the hot tub.
Right. Well, because one,
Ease up on the water.
because we just sitting there and we playing, and I'm talking to Michelle from England, and she said this was the cutest thing ever. I love people from England. But she was talking about how she was trying to get in her house to see the verdict of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And she goes, and I yelled to my daughter, come get the groceries at the boot, which is the trunk. And I've never heard someone say boot in real life, like in a conversation to me. And I like cars, so it made me happy. Like that part was transpiring in front of me.
Right.
But these people were like 3 sheets, like hammered. And it was a conglomerate group. And so Jacoby would swim over, and he was just like leaning back, and he'd come back and tell us what they were talking about. And then at one point he comes back and he goes, listen, they started talking about things that were inappropriate. So I left because I shouldn't know about it. That's a good boy.
Yeah, really.
That's a good boy. But so we had fun that day, though. It was a good day for me and him. Just like chilling, me and Jacoby, hang time. Then you did Harmonious, and me and Jacoby and Bella went. And hold on, I need to put this on a brief pause. I had to verify some information. So there was people there that was totally making Bella fangirl all over the place, and she was so excited. If you haven't seen it, watch it on Disney Plus.
Right.
That being said, it was amazing, and I cried. And I have never cried at any of these things. Like,
Right.
I'm hard. I don't cry. I do cry, but not over, like, that stuff. But this made me cry. I mean,
Right.
I said, but not over that stuff. Obviously, I do. I just said I cried.
I mean, you just did, yeah.
But it was absolutely fantastic and amazing and stressful. And, like, I did not understand your psycho work schedule in that time frame. And I I'm not even joking, guys. Honestly, where are my like 1970s babies at? Like, if you're below that, just wait, mark this and revisit it when you are in your 40s. This man was getting up at 4:00 in the morning and working till midnight, 1, 2. Like, at 8:00, if I'm not home, I start having anxiety because I'm like, oh, if I don't get home pretty soon, I'm not going to be in bed by 9:30. And then what, Lord, what's going to happen? Because I have to go to sleep. I'm at this place in my life, and you older than me.
Accurate.
But I mean, listen, no, but like I'm saying, like friends my age are saying the same thing. Like, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. There
Right.
ain't no way. When I went to that show, I didn't get home until like 11:00. It was like the world had turned. And then we did the Disney tour.
Yeah.
You didn't bring that up.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
I don't
That's
ever
true.
want to not. If you have not ever done a VIP tour with Disney, I'm just going to put it out there. Do it. It's expensive, I'm sure. But do it. That was, like, listen. And Jeff rode Guardians of the Galaxy.
Never again.
Did you love it?
No.
What did you scream?
You lied to me.
Yes.
You literally lied to me.
Where was your head?
I don't know. It was not
On my lap?
It wasn't on my neck. I know that.
No, it was on my lap.
I was like, you lied to me. I don't like roller coasters. And they were like, oh, it's not going to dip. It's not going to do. This thing, first of all, starts backwards and it shoots out. And then it does all kind of spiral down like about to crash into a planet. I ain't living that life. So I said, yeah.
Google it. It seems when you...
I don't care what it seems like. I was there.
Okay.
I don't do what it seems. I experienced it.
And then what was the ride in Pandora that you made fun of me for and you stuck your finger in my mouth?
I don't know.
Not the boat ride in Pandora. Anyway, look it up. Okay. See, this is where other people would edit it and look it up and find out what it is. But there's 2 Pandora rides, not the boat one. The other one.
Oh, that was fun. The one with the flying.
Flight of Passage.
I don't know, but I want to do. I love that one.
What did I do?
Avatar.
That was the best thing ever.
Her mouth.
And like you're on this ride, and it breathes between your legs. You can feel your critter breathing.
Your critter breathing.
The dragony thing.
Oh, I don't know. I thought something was weird. I said, "Why do they keep opening my legs? Stop!" You know,
That's what it was. It was breathing.
Oh, I didn't know what it was. I'm about to jump off of it.
So silly.
What is this?
Wow. You just have to let yourself go with it, though. Like, if you fight it, it's scary. But if you, like, go into it, it's not scary. And I went into it.
Yeah, you was aggressive.
I loved it. Oh, I loved it.
Avatar.
I want to be blue. And then when it showed my face,
Did
like
you
what
just say I want to be blue?
Yeah. When it showed my face, like as the avatar, I was so pretty.
Okay.
No, like as an avatar, I would be a queen.
Okay.
Like I was blue, and like my eyes were beautiful and wide.
I was just blue.
And my cheekbones were high. Oh, I was digging myself as an avatar.
I don't even know how to respond to that. But anyway, so I'm glad you had a good time.
I loved it. So that was fantastic. And then we went to New York. So the words to that is concrete jungle where dreams are made of. But I really am glad you didn't leave me standing, so I'm going to accept the...
What about that rap? I don't wrinkle, I just fold.
Oh,
What
not it.
What is it? I kept saying it over and over again.
You're going to make me have to pee my pants.
I was like, okay, you can't say that, edit that.
Oh, I'm not editing it.
Oh,
They just are going to have to know. The whole time we were in New York. I don't know. Jeff will get on these kicks of things that get him tickled, and he'll beat it to death for about 6 weeks until he moves on to something else. And in New York, it was the rap from the guy, my money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. Like that whole TikTok thing, except he never got the words right. Like he just did not.
It folds.
You said, I don't know, you said everything.
Yes, I was cool. Jiggle jiggle.
And like, yeah.
Oh, shout out when we were in New York. Shout out to David Richardson, my brother. He was conducting at Carnegie Hall, and
I wasn't done with my story. I was getting to him.
I just thought about it.
He was part of my story.
Oh, jiggle jiggle.
Thunder stole.
Fold. And go ahead, sister.
Okay, brother.
Good.
So, anyway, so we go to New York, and I meet all of these people, and they're absolutely beautiful people. And it was so great. Like, so Jeff knows people there. I do not. I didn't know anybody. And they were so nice to me.
Right.
Like, everyone was so kind to me. And I met a Cher impersonator who, hero status. We're bringing back Swatch watches. Things for people to know. If you start stacking Swatch watches, it started here, guys. We're bringing it back. Stack your swatches. That's what we're going to do.
Gotcha.
It's decided. So it was absolutely fantastic. I saw shows that were insane. We saw Moulin Rouge. Funny Girl. But back up. Moulin Rouge. There's an elephant on the set. Like from the second. It just blew my mind. And the whole place is red. I'll post a picture on the Instagram of like the set. I got a good one, I think. Yeah. But it was absolutely amazing. I ate some great food. Then I had one food that was just a smashed chicken nugget. That was not so great.
I mean, for real, let some take a ham and just.
And I had to go to the doctor this morning. I went to New York City. Came in. I lost 1 pound.
Good for you.
That don't seem possible, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It's all that walking.
Yeah.
All that walking. But the weather was amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. We went to Bergdorf's. Jeff was looking at a coat and was like, that's totally cute. And then it was $18,000.
And I walked off.
But then he was loud about it.
I said, I can get this from Target.
I'm like, and here's my thing. Did we not have this conversation? Like, you don't have to pay for it. Like, that's just what it costs. You don't have to pay for it. And he's like, I don't care. That's stupid. I know it is, but it's like you just go to see that part. You don't have to be loud about it. honestly, it was fun though. And then we went to Hudson Yards.
Yeah.
And we did the skyline.
Yeah.
That was great. That's pretty. If you go to New York, do that. If it's good weather.
Yeah.
Bad weather, not. But
yeah, it's gorgeous.
Weather,
it's gorgeous.
Really nice.
It's gorgeous.
And then we looked at Hudson Yards, the mall at Hudson Yards, I guess. I don't know. But they had some crazy expensive stores in there too. But they also have a Magnolia Bakery that has no line. Because I got banana pudding. Let's talk about that banana pudding, Jeff. What'd you think of that banana pudding?
It was incredible.
It made me cry a little.
It did not. It made you eat it.
It sure did. But what'd you think of that banana pudding cookie?
A waste.
I was really disappointed. So if you go to Magnolia Bakery, like your fantastic Magnolia Bakery, at least your banana pudding, I don't know anything else.
Yeah.
But the banana pudding cookie, I guess I was expecting something comparable.
I didn't taste enough banana.
It tasted like a squash banana bread.
Oh my goodness, I ain't gonna say that. But
That's what I thought it was.
The cookie just jiggle. It folds.
See? And here we go. We put it back in his mouth.
Yeah.
We put it back in his mouth. So that was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And then I came back and I worked.
So now we're just planning.
Planning. We were going to do this episode and do like a little bit of an interview with one another, but it's going to be too long.
Yeah, we'll do it for next week. That's fine. Yeah.
So I'm going to interview Jeff. Jeff's going to interview me. If you got any questions and want to know anything in particular, ask it. And here's the kicker, mister. We're not going to know what the other one's going to ask. Pinky promise.
I don't know about all that.
No, I'm not telling you.
I mean, I can hear what you say.
Okay.
We're going to see how this works, y'all. Because you know why? My rhyme just jiggle.
Oh,
it
Lord.
folds. And
See, you want to be a TikToker.
I literally do not.
When we're done with this, I'm going to teach you that TikTok dance.
I'm not doing it. I'm going to.
Why?
I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it.
People would like it. People like it when you're relatable.
Oh. No. Anyway, but that being said, whatever. Next week, interviewing each other. But again, like Krista said, if you have any questions that you want us to put in the
you have until Saturday.
I don't know what she said because she spoke over me. But anyway,
really,
so,
you have until Saturday.
Better, good job. So, but just any questions, and then we're gonna line those things up and go for it. But get ready for this season 2. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. Serious, light, all of the above. So I think that's it.
Sounds like it's it.
Listen, great episode to start off season 2. Chris, to say what you used to say now.
I don't remember.
Rate us on whatever.
Follow us on Apple Podcasts. If you can rate us 5 stars, rate, review, and subscribe, we would love that. Helps us out a whole lot. Anywhere else that you listen to podcasts, if you can subscribe, follow, like, share, all of that. On Instagram, Red and Green Colorblind. Facebook, same thing. But I don't do Facebook as much because I'm better at Instagram. Whatever. It's fine. So yeah, follow us. We have good stuff coming out. And then you say.
I say.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll see you soon on Red and Green, the podcast.